The equipment was huge and it was difficult to escape. The equipment was huge and it was difficult to escape. The dog barked all night. The dog barked all night. It is mandatory for every employee to attend the meeting. It is mandatory for every employee to attend the meeting. I have a new car. I have a new car. I wish I could play guitar like Jimi Hendrix. I wish I could play guitar like Jimi Hendrix. Should not be connected. Should not be connected. We do not have much time. We do not have much time. Can you come with me? Can you come with me? This is a great design. This is a great design. I can go to school. I can go to school. Can I use my smartwatch for transactions? Can I use my smartwatch for transactions? When they arrive at the airport, the plane will have taken off. When they arrive at the airport, the plane will have taken off. If I had known about the sale, I would have bought new clothes. If I had known about the sale, I would have bought new clothes. Great query. Great query. Do you know what time is it? Do you know what time is it? I will do whatever you want me to do. I will do whatever you want me to do. You can borrow my book. You can borrow my book. It is 7:15. It is 7:15. My understanding. My understanding. Whose is this room? Whose is this room? If it doesn't rain, we'll have a picnic. If it doesn't rain, we'll have a picnic. Didn't he always translate? Didn't he always translate? He is very generous and always helps others. He is very generous and always helps others. You didn't tell us anything. You didn't tell us anything. You can make it 2 seconds ago. You can make it 2 seconds ago. Although it is a long journey, the view is worth it. Although it is a long journey, the view is worth it. Got rich. Got rich. We are chatting in English. We are chatting in English. You shouldn't enjoy. You shouldn't enjoy. I got up at 7 in the morning, had dinner and took the bus to school. I got up at 7 in the morning, had dinner and took the bus to school. Can't it be renewed? Can't it be renewed? Why did not you come? Why did not you come? I'm working on a computer assignment. I'm working on a computer assignment. How's it going? How's it going? I wish I had a personal chef so I wouldn't have to cook every day. I wish I had a personal chef so I wouldn't have to cook every day. Here is my ex-husband. Here is my ex-husband. They visited a museum over the weekend. They visited a museum over the weekend. The house was decorated for the party. The house was decorated for the party. Yes, how many do you want? Yes, how many do you want? It can massage after 2 seconds. It can massage after 2 seconds. Can we add? Can we add? The event will take place next month. The event will take place next month. I need to check my email for any updates. I need to check my email for any updates. Where can I find the baby food section? Where can I find the baby food section? I look like my mom. I look like my mom. I always drink it when it comes to my house. I always drink it when it comes to my house. Become a receptionist after 2 days? Become a receptionist after 2 days? Can you become a psychologist every year? Can you become a psychologist every year? Are our brothers golfers? Are our brothers golfers? They celebrated by eating pizza after the game. They celebrated by eating pizza after the game. Am I a night watchman right now? Am I a night watchman right now? Can you answer? Can you answer? Spoil. Spoil. They rarely became psychiatrists. They rarely became psychiatrists. Property. Property. Were we at noon? Were we at noon? Are there any discounts for seniors or military members? Are there any discounts for seniors or military members? Doesn't he lie after 4 months? Doesn't he lie after 4 months? You didn't clean it at noon. You didn't clean it at noon. I can do alchemy every day. I can do alchemy every day. How old are you? I am 25 years old. How old are you? I am 25 years old. Don't think right away. Don't think right away. The road was closed due to an accident. The road was closed due to an accident. His father is a teacher. His father is a teacher. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. He decided to stop eating fast food. He decided to stop eating fast food. Children played in the park. Children played in the park. Can you help me with this heavy box? Can you help me with this heavy box? He talked to his manager. He talked to his manager. He wrote at noon. He wrote at noon. I'm going to take a yoga class in the morning. I'm going to take a yoga class in the morning. Here is my ex-husband. Here is my ex-husband. He already fixed the broken chair. He already fixed the broken chair. Can't we leave? Can't we leave? He will play in the championship game next week. He will play in the championship game next week. I was studying when my father came home. I was studying when my father came home. Are they factory workers? Are they factory workers? I have a doctor's appointment. I'm leaving early today. I have a doctor's appointment. I'm leaving early today. Baby is crying. Baby is crying. I finished my homework yesterday. I finished my homework yesterday. To be careful. To be careful. They were hiking in the mountains. They were hiking in the mountains. What did you buy? What did you buy? All tickets for the concert are sold out. All tickets for the concert are sold out. Who is our friend? Who is our friend? He should have taken the bus instead of walking. He should have taken the bus instead of walking. Struggle. Struggle. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. If you want to finish the task, you must start immediately. If you want to finish the task, you must start immediately. She will become a certified yoga instructor next year. She will become a certified yoga instructor next year. Will we not borrow? Will we not borrow? Do you like to go camping? Do you like to go camping? Should we hire more staff to help with the workload? Should we hire more staff to help with the workload? Can never evolve. Can never evolve. They rarely eat spicy food. They rarely eat spicy food. Does he have? Does he have? We do not solve after 5 weeks. We do not solve after 5 weeks. Assumed 3 years ago? Assumed 3 years ago? They told us, we will be late. They told us, we will be late. What jobs should we take? What jobs should we take? Do you need to speak a language? Do you need to speak a language? Your wife was a diver. Your wife was a diver. Mary will realize this. Mary will realize this. I often manage. I often manage. I don't understand you. I don't understand you. Forest. Forest. Dogs are friendlier than cats. Dogs are friendlier than cats. They visited the museum on Sunday. They visited the museum on Sunday. He is studying for the entrance exam. He is studying for the entrance exam. His cousins were historians. His cousins were historians. She wouldn't cry for a week. She wouldn't cry for a week. They told us, we lost our way. They told us, we lost our way. Does it work every month? Does it work every month? About 5 minutes away. About 5 minutes away. Wouldn't I be an annual nanny? Wouldn't I be an annual nanny? Coffee brewed by the barista. Coffee brewed by the barista. His wife was a bus driver. His wife was a bus driver. Sometimes they have to agree. Sometimes they have to agree. We won't be engineering soon. We won't be engineering soon. They played board games. They played board games. It may not be cold after 4 weeks. It may not be cold after 4 weeks. You shouldn't show it right away. You shouldn't show it right away. But I still feel sad. But I still feel sad. Dog trained by owner performs tricks. Dog trained by owner performs tricks. Do not tell me. Do not tell me. This is my family. This is my family. You shouldn't make fun of others. You shouldn't make fun of others. One evening ago we were not interested. One evening ago we were not interested. He did salsa in a dance competition. He did salsa in a dance competition. Would you like to eat out tonight? Would you like to eat out tonight? We could have it every week. We could have it every week. I was going to the market. I was going to the market. Can't we be urologists for 10 years? Can't we be urologists for 10 years? Could send a weekend earlier. Could send a weekend earlier. We did not apply. We did not apply. Did you play video games all evening? Did you play video games all evening? He'll be away for a few weeks. He'll be away for a few weeks. As a result, we must act immediately. As a result, we must act immediately. Our neighbor was an assistant lawyer. Our neighbor was an assistant lawyer. They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. They suffered the consequences for not taking the necessary precautions. Was it always a step forward? Was it always a step forward? I have to go to the toilet. I have to go to the toilet. Do you have to give weekly? Do you have to give weekly? Should it be weekly? Should it be weekly? The loud barking of the dog made the entire neighborhood stand up. The loud barking of the dog made the entire neighborhood stand up. This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. Should you buy the assistant soon? Should you buy the assistant soon? What is your favorite sandwich filling? What is your favorite sandwich filling? My stepbrother was a juggler. My stepbrother was a juggler. He didn't pay attention to the road, so he had a traffic accident. He didn't pay attention to the road, so he had a traffic accident. If you eat too much junk food, you can gain weight. If you eat too much junk food, you can gain weight. Who is friend? Who is friend? Should be able to discuss. Should be able to discuss. There is not much water left in the bottle. There is not much water left in the bottle. Can't it stop? Can't it stop? He likes to watch romantic movies. He likes to watch romantic movies. I don't ask for 2 afternoons. I don't ask for 2 afternoons. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. We are promoting next year. We are promoting next year. Who did you walk to? Who did you walk to? I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. Despite the difficulties, we are still determined to succeed. Despite the difficulties, we are still determined to succeed. Will they not burn? Will they not burn? Didn't I spend? Didn't I spend? We will live in 5 years. We will live in 5 years. The report was reviewed by the inspector. The report was reviewed by the inspector. The company is looking for a new marketing manager. The company is looking for a new marketing manager. Why do you work in the cinema? Why do you work in the cinema? I found my keys. I found my keys. I want to go on vacation this summer. I want to go on vacation this summer. He realizes his mistake. He realizes his mistake. Did he remove it? Did he remove it? I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. I'm going to play ball in the garden with my friends after class tomorrow. Assistant in 4 seconds. Assistant in 4 seconds. Today I got up early and had my breakfast too. Today I got up early and had my breakfast too. Didn't you place it 1 week ago? Didn't you place it 1 week ago? Do we have to feed after one night? Do we have to feed after one night? He needs to be beaten occasionally. He needs to be beaten occasionally. I was happy yesterday. I was happy yesterday. Unfortunately, he is not the most confident cook in the world. Unfortunately, he is not the most confident cook in the world. Whose jacket is in the closet? Whose jacket is in the closet? Should you focus? Should you focus? Were his cousins the second man? Were his cousins the second man? I will make some tea. I will make some tea. But I really want this job. But I really want this job. Why are you going to school? Why are you going to school? Is it monthly limited? Is it monthly limited? What is your favorite sport? What is your favorite sport? Would not control. Would not control. Wound. Wound. We have a great time playing board games. We have a great time playing board games. We've never been to Japan. We've never been to Japan. Shouldn't it then? Shouldn't it then? We'll be a pilot every month. We'll be a pilot every month. He likes to play the guitar to relax. He likes to play the guitar to relax. Meals were inadequate for the number of guests in the party. Meals were inadequate for the number of guests in the party. Was my uncle a mechanic? Was my uncle a mechanic? Did not continue. Did not continue. He is studying for the exam. He is studying for the exam. The next part of this journey went much faster. The next part of this journey went much faster. Am I the night judge? Am I the night judge? The company had been facing financial difficulties for months before restructuring management. The company had been facing financial difficulties for months before restructuring management. I'll be doing laundry in an hour. I'll be doing laundry in an hour. The team is training for the match. The team is training for the match. He is a talented chef and cooks delicious food. He is a talented chef and cooks delicious food. They need help. They need help. 2 weeks? 2 weeks? When I woke up, the sun had already risen. When I woke up, the sun had already risen. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. I do not want to go. I do not want to go. Going to the beach is fun. Going to the beach is fun. Company management is responsible for this decision. Company management is responsible for this decision. I will create at sunrise. I will create at sunrise. Cats sleep a lot during the day. Cats sleep a lot during the day. Fake. Fake. Is his wife a programmer? Is his wife a programmer? Didn't settle in 3 weeks ago? Didn't settle in 3 weeks ago? Manufacturing is the process of making a product. Manufacturing is the process of making a product. He reads history every day. He reads history every day. I don't notice anything special about it. I don't notice anything special about it. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. The lawyer will defend his client in court next week. I'm going for the weekend. I'm going for the weekend. The research was deemed insufficient to draw conclusions. The research was deemed insufficient to draw conclusions. He goes to the library every week. He goes to the library every week. Will they be artists of the week? Will they be artists of the week? Cake. Cake. Would you come with me? Would you come with me? He uses a computer for work. He uses a computer for work. Can we suggest? Can we suggest? We didn't print it 5 years ago. We didn't print it 5 years ago. They won't open the package until they get the confirmation. They won't open the package until they get the confirmation. I must confess that I do not know the answer to this question. I must confess that I do not know the answer to this question. We went to the beach to enjoy the sun. We went to the beach to enjoy the sun. After 4 weeks, it becomes a lifesaver. After 4 weeks, it becomes a lifesaver. The company held a meeting to discuss its future plans. The company held a meeting to discuss its future plans. Sometimes you weren't Dean. Sometimes you weren't Dean. Can you help me with these foods? Can you help me with these foods? Not removed every week. Not removed every week. The letter was sent yesterday. The letter was sent yesterday. Slow down. Slow down. He has enough talent to be successful in his career. He has enough talent to be successful in his career. We must take a step. We must take a step. Inside. Inside. My stepson was an operator. My stepson was an operator. He is very busy with his work and does not have much free time. He is very busy with his work and does not have much free time. Wouldn't I be a homeowner every day? Wouldn't I be a homeowner every day? Seems like. He won't be able to come to the party, is he? He won't be able to come to the party, is he? We weren't journalists then. We weren't journalists then. He had already left work when I called him. He had already left work when I called him. Have to have. Have to have. Before that incident, I had never been so scared in my life. Before that incident, I had never been so scared in my life. British cuisine. British cuisine. He is my best friend. He is my best friend. He could have been promoted if he had more experience. He could have been promoted if he had more experience. His half-brother is a rapper. His half-brother is a rapper. Is your grandson an analyst? Is your grandson an analyst? I went to the bridge yesterday. I went to the bridge yesterday. He cooked dinner for the family. He cooked dinner for the family. We had the plumber fix the broken sink. We had the plumber fix the broken sink. Rarely a lieutenant. Rarely a lieutenant. He has been learning to play the guitar for a year. He has been learning to play the guitar for a year. He likes to play football. He likes to play football. I want to learn English. I want to learn English. He plays video games with his friends. He plays video games with his friends. Let me. They had already started the project before I joined the team. They had already started the project before I joined the team. He listened to music for a while and then started studying. He listened to music for a while and then started studying. Can you lend me your phone charger, please? Can you lend me your phone charger, please? I will have dinner at 7 p.m. I will have dinner at 7 p.m. Can he play? Can he play? If you don't lock the door, anyone can enter the house. If you don't lock the door, anyone can enter the house. He can call you later. He can call you later. We can't settle in at sunset. We can't settle in at sunset. The date worked for the exam. The date worked for the exam. Our son is an architect. Our son is an architect. They have a successful business. They have a successful business. I've been working on my presentation for hours. I've been working on my presentation for hours. Monthly leave. Monthly leave. The room lacks proper ventilation. The room lacks proper ventilation. Can you insist? Can you insist? Hour. Can't usually eat? Can't usually eat? I eat apples while my father sleeps. I eat apples while my father sleeps. Was not visible now. Was not visible now. We should brush our teeth before going to bed. We should brush our teeth before going to bed. Please take your medicine as directed. Please take your medicine as directed. Can we warn you 1 second ago? Can we warn you 1 second ago? Is your half-sister a technician? Is your half-sister a technician? I have a food allergy. I have a food allergy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. They received a surprise gift while celebrating their anniversary. They received a surprise gift while celebrating their anniversary. I went to the gym and worked out for an hour. I went to the gym and worked out for an hour. I have to go to the store. I have to go to the store. Insists. Insists. Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Wouldn't I come for 15 days? Wouldn't I come for 15 days? After a century, shall we not race car drivers? After a century, shall we not race car drivers? It rained heavily all day. It rained heavily all day. Can I travel? Can I travel? If they had studied harder, they would have passed the test. If they had studied harder, they would have passed the test. Sometimes it won't show up. Sometimes it won't show up. May not kick. May not kick. They told us, we have finished our project. They told us, we have finished our project. What would you like to buy? What would you like to buy? Where can I find the payment line? Where can I find the payment line? When I miss the bus, I let my sister know and my sister drops me off at school. When I miss the bus, I let my sister know and my sister drops me off at school. Do I teach English? Do I teach English? I wish I could participate in sports competitions. I wish I could participate in sports competitions. Can be selected immediately. can be selected immediately. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. I've been writing reports since morning. I've been writing reports since morning. How to lose now. How to lose now. Will I be cold after 4 seconds? Will I be cold after 4 seconds? We are approaching our goal. We are approaching our goal. I have breakfast at 7 a.m. I have breakfast at 7 a.m. Otherwise, I would never have known about this opportunity. Otherwise, I would never have known about this opportunity. Are we welders every week? Are we welders every week? We hope to reach our goals this year. We hope to reach our goals this year. The house was built in 1890. The house was built in 1890. I will do my homework. I will do my homework. Can't ask monthly? Can't ask monthly? It has no nickel. It has no nickel. Rigorous. Rigorous. Are their grandparents virologists? Are their grandparents virologists? My friends have been living in this house for years. My friends have been living in this house for years. Were you angry? Were you angry? Will you close after a weekend? Will you close after a weekend? Will I go to school? Will I go to school? Can you report? Can you report? He takes a shower before going to bed. He takes a shower before going to bed. I'm so excited I could jump out of my seat. I'm so excited I could jump out of my seat. The sun sets in the west every evening. The sun sets in the west every evening. The dog is sleeping peacefully. The dog is sleeping peacefully. Shouldn't I be a sports reporter then? Shouldn't I be a sports reporter then? Was he learning to swim before he went on vacation? Was he learning to swim before he went on vacation? My sister likes to read novels. My sister likes to read novels. The decision was influenced by the manager. The decision was influenced by the manager. Very rarely. Very rarely. Increases at dawn. Increases at dawn. Have they ever been to Disneyland? Have they ever been to Disneyland? Was my grandson a stylist? Was my grandson a stylist? Increases at dawn. Increases at dawn. Let me know if you want to stay tonight. Let me know if you want to stay tonight. There are 2 pens on the table. There are 2 pens on the table. Weren't they an anesthesiologist? Weren't they an anesthesiologist? His handwriting is more legible than mine. His handwriting is more legible than mine. They had already started the project before I joined the team. They had already started the project before I joined the team. I walked my dog in the morning. I walked my dog in the morning. How knowledgeable. How knowledgeable. You understand that, right? You understand that, right? They should assume after a second. They should assume after a second. He will study medicine at university. He will study medicine at university. Have you ever swam in the ocean? Have you ever swam in the ocean? Hey Susanna, come downstairs. Hey Susanna, come downstairs. Later. Later. Can't install at sunrise. Can't install at sunrise. I'm going on vacation next month. I'm going on vacation next month. Will publish. Will publish. Can she do gymnastics for 10 years? Can she do gymnastics for 10 years? How much does a hamburger cost? How much does a hamburger cost? The report was reviewed by the inspector. The report was reviewed by the inspector. Do you have anyone? Do you have anyone? This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. What are the details on this ticket? What are the details on this ticket? I have a cough for 3 weeks. I have a cough for 3 weeks. Are there mother-in-law's fashion designers? Are there mother-in-law's fashion designers? Can I pre-order for pickup? Can I pre-order for pickup? He is riding a rabbit. He is riding a rabbit. The store closes at 6 p.m. The store closes at 6 p.m. We are against the new development proposal. We are against the new development proposal. Looks like I misplaced my keys. Looks like I misplaced my keys. I can fall any day. I can fall any day. Our cousins were hunters. Our cousins were hunters. Do not forget to fasten your seatbelt in the car. Do not forget to fasten your seatbelt in the car. He often visits his grandparents. He often visits his grandparents. After 1 year it does not focus. After 1 year it does not focus. Can't blame? Can't blame? He needs to call his family. He needs to call his family. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. We hope to see you again soon. We hope to see you again soon. They want to go shopping this afternoon. They want to go shopping this afternoon. His half-brother is a lobbyist. His half-brother is a lobbyist. Can I experience it every day? Can I experience it every day? If he's late, we'll start without him. If he's late, we'll start without him. When the party is over, I will have danced for 3 hours. When the party is over, I will have danced for 3 hours. I have to hurry or I'll be late. I have to hurry or I'll be late. The lawyer represents the client in court. The lawyer represents the client in court. Can't we just lay pipes then? Can't we just lay pipes then? You're welcome. You're welcome. What should I do? What should I do? He has been playing the violin for years. He has been playing the violin for years. We can publish in 1 afternoon. We can publish in 1 afternoon. The photo depicts a beautiful landscape. The photo depicts a beautiful landscape. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? The baby was crawling on the floor. The baby was crawling on the floor. Is this fixed? Is this fixed? Shouldn't it be approved after 2 years? Shouldn't it be approved after 2 years? Important. Important. He is managing. He is managing. The meeting between the 2 leaders focused on trade agreements. The meeting between the 2 leaders focused on trade agreements. Aren't they a weekly barber? Aren't they a weekly barber? I took a nap after lunch. I took a nap after lunch. I go to school by bus. I go to school by bus. We need to test this plan before we implement it. We need to test this plan before we implement it. Debt. They were having a picnic in the park. They were having a picnic in the park. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. I need to check the clipboard for new messages. I need to check the clipboard for new messages. Can I confirm often? Can I confirm often? They received a surprise gift while celebrating their anniversary. They received a surprise gift while celebrating their anniversary. Every kid loves ice cream. Every kid loves ice cream. When are you leaving school? When are you leaving school? I found an article that explains how to prepare for a job interview. I found an article that explains how to prepare for a job interview. Do we have to cry after 2 days? Do we have to cry after 2 days? We played basketball in the park. We played basketball in the park. If I had a magic wand, I would grant you 3 wishes. If I had a magic wand, I would grant you 3 wishes. Should continue. Should continue. Could you please help me with this math problem? Could you please help me with this math problem? I'm a student. I'm a student. The baby was sleeping soundly in his crib. The baby was sleeping soundly in his crib. I think Tommy already mentioned the problems. I think Tommy already mentioned the problems. Can you race the car driver at sunrise? Can you race the car driver at sunrise? Shouldn't you feed? Shouldn't you feed? You don't always improve. You don't always improve. He had prepared his breakfast before his family woke up. He had prepared his breakfast before his family woke up. When did you listen to this? When did you listen to this? We can throw a party at my house. We can throw a party at my house. Sometimes he doesn't lie. Sometimes he doesn't lie. The new store is located above the coffee shop. The new store is located above the coffee shop. He couldn't afford the vacation because he didn't save money. He couldn't afford the vacation because he didn't save money. He completed a marathon last month. He completed a marathon last month. We never sit. We never sit. Her husband was a urologist. Her husband was a urologist. Won't you include it in the twilight? Won't you include it in the twilight? I go to the gym twice a week. I go to the gym twice a week. Should continue. Should continue. I want to travel the world. I want to travel the world. They don't care. They don't care. Rarely do I have to prove it. Rarely do I have to prove it. It should not lock after 3 seconds. It should not lock after 3 seconds. Sarah can play the piano and her brother can also play the piano. Sarah can play the piano and her brother can also play the piano. I often manage. I often manage. I can't afford. I can't afford. Should I take it now? Should I take it now? We will continue to create more documents. We will continue to create more documents. We are rising. We are rising. Can't decide in an hour? Can't decide in an hour? Do we have to discuss it later? Do we have to discuss it later? Their wives are porters. Their wives are porters. Please give me time, let me see. Please give me time, let me see. I need to exchange this euro for dollars. I need to exchange this euro for dollars. Should we lead every day? Should we lead every day? I can't wait to sleep on Saturday. I can't wait to sleep on Saturday. Her sisters were educators. Her sisters were educators. Email received yesterday. Email received yesterday. The agency is responsible for the investigation. The agency is responsible for the investigation. I'm going to the ice rink. I'm going to the ice rink. It may be sunny tomorrow. It may be sunny tomorrow. Should not shoot at sunset. Should not shoot at sunset. They knew about the surprise party in advance. They knew about the surprise party in advance. Car in front of me. Car in front of me. Environmental pollution. Environmental pollution. I like red apples but I don't like green ones. I like red apples but I don't like green ones. He was able to find his lost keys. He was able to find his lost keys. British English and American English are the most common. British English and American English are the most common. Available. Available. Our other friends are busy. That's why they couldn't attend. Our other friends are busy. That's why they couldn't attend. What is the capital of the United States of America? What is the capital of the United States of America? I shouldn't be a neurologist in 5 hours. I shouldn't be a neurologist in 5 hours. Do you know the woman sitting next to me? Do you know the woman sitting next to me? It's a big place. It's a big place. A jar of raspberry jam. A jar of raspberry jam. He's studying for the science exam. He's studying for the science exam. Can you turn on the TV? Can you turn on the TV? If he's late, we'll start without him. If he's late, we'll start without him. Can I get a rain control for this product if it is out of stock? Can I get a rain control for this product if it is out of stock? We weren't analysts for 10 years. We weren't analysts for 10 years. Grandfather is operator. Grandfather is operator. Couldn't he get on later at 2 a.m.? Couldn't he get on later at 2 a.m.? He's been painting for a while. He's been painting for a while. We support the community by participating in local events. We support the community by participating in local events. I am trying to help you. I am trying to help you. He wasn't going to give up after 2 hours. He wasn't going to give up after 2 hours. Does he write children? Does he write children? It should not meet once a month. It should not meet once a month. Does it sit every year? Does it sit every year? Joe is with me. Joe is with me. Can you see at night? Can you see at night? Your brothers were cleaner. Your brothers were cleaner. Most. Intent. They will have finished the race by tomorrow evening. They will have finished the race by tomorrow evening. After that, would you like some mayonnaise with your sandwich? Would you like some mayonnaise with your sandwich? We can finish later. We can finish later. Moreover, it didn't work last year. It didn't work last year. I'm sorry, can you please say that again? I'm sorry, can you please say that again? His grandchildren are anesthesiologists. His grandchildren are anesthesiologists. It is not prompted after 1 second. It is not prompted after 1 second. Oh how one. Oh how one. After 3 seconds, it should be the ranger. After 3 seconds, it should be the ranger. How much time do you spend exercising? How much time do you spend exercising? He won't leave until he finds his keys. He won't leave until he finds his keys. Our stepfather was a shop assistant. Our stepfather was a shop assistant. You can't remember how we met. You can't remember how we met. Cannot go ashore. Cannot go ashore. He will not stop until he reaches his goal. He will not stop until he reaches his goal. I wish he hadn't left his phone at home. I wish he hadn't left his phone at home. I ate an apple while watching TV. I ate an apple while watching TV. Won't he remember every week? Won't he remember every week? He has to do his laundry. He has to do his laundry. Can't you evaluate it right away? Can't you evaluate it right away? He has written many articles for the newspaper. He has written many articles for the newspaper. I enjoy solving puzzles even though it is challenging. I enjoy solving puzzles even though it is challenging. We will not die soon. We will not die soon. The bus stops here. The bus stops here. She shouldn't be modeling at dawn. She shouldn't be modeling at dawn. Should I never write words? Should I never write words? The difference between the two plans was not immediately obvious. The difference between the two plans was not immediately obvious. The streets were flooded after the storm. The streets were flooded after the storm. Encouraged. Encouraged. What did you do this for? What did you do this for? Someone help me. Someone help me. Are you responsible? Are you responsible? Does it run every year? Does it run every year? Could you pass me the salt, please? Could you pass me the salt, please? Didn't they become a secretary next year? Didn't they become a secretary next year? Let me know if you need a break. Let me know if you need a break. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. First I need to finish this project. I can take a break after that. First I need to finish this project. I can take a break after that. The dress is too big for her. The dress is too big for her. While the job is challenging, it offers great opportunities for growth. While the job is challenging, it offers great opportunities for growth. I have some information about the new product. I have some information about the new product. Then it won't include 2 in the morning. Then it won't include 2 in the morning. Can you meet? Can you meet? We rarely watch TV. We rarely watch TV. What will I say? What will I say? Is his friend a golfer? Is his friend a golfer? Approximately how long does it take to complete this task? Approximately how long does it take to complete this task? I don't notice anything special about the current situation. I don't notice anything special about the current situation. I'm going to the post office to mail a package. I'm going to the post office to mail a package. Their grandparents are brewers. Their grandparents are brewers. Is your family still together? Is your family still together? His half-brother was a sociologist. His half-brother was a sociologist. We're going to the beach tomorrow. We're going to the beach tomorrow. Let me see yours. Let me see yours. Can you wear it after 3 nights? Can you wear it after 3 nights? How many cups of coffee do you drink per day? How many cups of coffee do you drink per day? The team worked hard for the match so they were confident. The team worked hard for the match so they were confident. I wish I had spent more time studying for the exam. I wish I had spent more time studying for the exam. Should advance at sunrise. Should advance at sunrise. He is very young and very new to our industry. But he is open to learning. He is very young and very new to our industry. But he is open to learning. Sarah can play the piano and her brother can also play the piano. Sarah can play the piano and her brother can also play the piano. Can I catch? Can I catch? You are responsible. You are responsible. Is there any candy in the cupboard? Is there any candy in the cupboard? What do you think about them? What do you think about them? I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. Maybe appropriate. Maybe appropriate. Even if you don't like spicy food, you should try this dish. Even if you don't like spicy food, you should try this dish. Doesn't work after 3 a.m. Doesn't work after 3 a.m. Please don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself. Well, would you like the job? Well, would you like the job? His aunts were brewers. His aunts were brewers. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do. Until tomorrow. Until tomorrow. The company had been in financial difficulties for months before declaring bankruptcy. The company had been in financial difficulties for months before declaring bankruptcy. How much does a plane ticket cost? How much does a plane ticket cost? Can't we be models soon? Can't we be models soon? They will continue every year. They will continue every year. Caressing. Caressing. What do you think about removing carbon in car technologies? What do you think about removing carbon in car technologies? Are their husbands bankers? Are their husbands bankers? Surrender. Surrender. He is not close. He is not close. They will study abroad next year. They will study abroad next year. Can we hold a minute's silence for the victims? Can we hold a minute's silence for the victims? Our parents are garbage collectors. Our parents are garbage collectors. I finished reading the book. I finished reading the book. Does he judge? Does he judge? Should it be 5 a.m. later? Should it be 5 a.m. later? Their mother-in-law was decorator. Their mother-in-law was decorator. May I help you? May I help you? Do you have a suitable twin room? Do you have a suitable twin room? How long will you stay at my house? How long will you stay at my house? He goes to the library every week. He goes to the library every week. If you go to bed late, you will be tired in the morning. If you go to bed late, you will be tired in the morning. Aren't we cold right away? Aren't we cold right away? Am I not a potter now? Am I not a potter now? I have a new job, he said. I have a new job, he said. Can't I die after one night? Can't I die after one night? Can I see your visa, please? Can I see your visa, please? I can't convince him to come with us. I can't convince him to come with us. May I taste your dessert, please? May I taste your dessert, please? I was spilling often. I was spilling often. Can't you create it later? Can't you create it later? I wish he could speak more than one language. I wish he could speak more than one language. Couldn't it be complete then? Couldn't it be complete then? You can't fish often. You can't fish often. He doesn't drink coffee. He doesn't drink coffee. Were our kids golfers? Were our kids golfers? What is your seat number? What is your seat number? Do I play? Do I play? Would fail. Would fail. Does he do any sports? Does he do any sports? He ran the marathon last year. He ran the marathon last year. The train usually arrives on time. The train usually arrives on time. I'm just browsing. I'm just browsing. How long will you stay at my house? How long will you stay at my house? Can he dive? Can he dive? Move forward. Move forward. We're going to celebrate Halloween with a costume party. We're going to celebrate Halloween with a costume party. I am aware of this issue. I am aware of this issue. We have dinner at 7 p.m. We have dinner at 7 p.m. Was an anthropologist. Was an anthropologist. We must be responsible for our actions. We must be responsible for our actions. The painting was hung on the wall. The painting was hung on the wall. He played football with his friends. He played football with his friends. Isabel has the most grapes. Isabel has the most grapes. How many words do you need to speak a language? How many words do you need to speak a language? Can he garden every day? Can he garden every day? He played football with his friends. He played football with his friends. I always drink it when it comes to my house. I always drink it when it comes to my house. John fell badly in the garden 2 days ago. John fell badly in the garden 2 days ago. The book remains unopened. The book remains unopened. His cousins are sheriffs. His cousins are sheriffs. Are we factory workers of 10 years? Are we factory workers of 10 years? I'm going into town to buy some traditional sweets. I'm going into town to buy some traditional sweets. Were we winning 3 in the morning before? Were we winning 3 in the morning before? I feel like I'm dreaming. I feel like I'm dreaming. Is her aunt a jockey? Is her aunt a jockey? Can I buy you something? Can I buy you something? I check my emails on my phone. I check my emails on my phone. He may ask you for help. He may ask you for help. Are you going to work by bus tomorrow? Are you going to work by bus tomorrow? He is a successful entrepreneur. He is a successful entrepreneur. The customer stage of the purchasing journey. The customer stage of the purchasing journey. Can't they be architects every week? Can't they be architects every week? I exercised regularly and lost weight as a result. I exercised regularly and lost weight as a result. Will you ride a rabbit? Will you ride a rabbit? Should it be voiced? Should it be voiced? John always picks up and completes the hardest and most complex jobs. John always picks up and completes the hardest and most complex jobs. Can I have some paper, please? Can I have some paper, please? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? I want to write a book about a woman who wonders about the world. I want to write a book about a woman who wonders about the world. The restaurant we went to last week had delicious food. The restaurant we went to last week had delicious food. The team trained intensely and as a result, they won the championship. The team trained intensely and as a result, they won the championship. They went on a journey to explore different cities. They went on a journey to explore different cities. He studies for his exams every night. He studies for his exams every night. The party was organized by my friends. The party was organized by my friends. If I were president, I would do the training free for everyone. If I were president, I would do the training free for everyone. Shouldn't we cut it after a century? Shouldn't we cut it after a century? The Sahara Desert is the hottest desert in the world. The Sahara Desert is the hottest desert in the world. He will visit his grandparents during the holidays. He will visit his grandparents during the holidays. Our mother-in-law was a landscape architect. Our mother-in-law was a landscape architect. They lived in the same neighborhood for years before they met each other. They lived in the same neighborhood for years before they met each other. He said to his brother, "I'm going to buy a new car next month." He said to his brother, "I'm going to buy a new car next month." He has no experience. He has no experience. The report was written in haste. The report was written in haste. My boss gets angry if I'm late for work. My boss gets angry if I'm late for work. Nighttime cannot thank you. Nighttime cannot thank you. Don't we carry? Don't we carry? Was your spouse a salesman? Was your spouse a salesman? Can't you rarely be an undertaker? Can't you rarely be an undertaker? They clean their rooms every week. They clean their rooms every week. They are afraid of the dark. They are afraid of the dark. Should not threaten every day. Should not threaten every day. I see you. I see you. Rarely finished? Rarely finished? Last year we used ABC. Last year we used ABC. He wouldn't see it in 4 weeks. He wouldn't see it in 4 weeks. Keep writing, I'll be back sometime. Keep writing, I'll be back sometime. Coroner in 1 year? Coroner in 1 year? She is knitting a scarf. She is knitting a scarf. Were we not managing? Were we not managing? The teacher explained the lesson well. The teacher explained the lesson well. Rigorous. Rigorous. Your half-brother is the undertaker. Your half-brother is the undertaker. Can finish the project on time. Can finish the project on time. We are aware. We are aware. Tonight they will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. Tonight they will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. He was playing the piano in the concert hall. He was playing the piano in the concert hall. Regular exercise is necessary. Regular exercise is necessary. By the end of the week they will have found a solution to the problem. By the end of the week they will have found a solution to the problem. Deserved. Deserved. I've been CEO every year. I've been CEO every year. I am very good. I am very good. I can start earlier. I can start earlier. I'm getting more patient over time. I'm getting more patient over time. I hope you remember how much I care about you and our relationship. I hope you remember how much I care about you and our relationship. Your stepson was the surrogate. Your stepson was the surrogate. I don't shoot at noon. I don't shoot at noon. Recognition. Recognition. We're going to watch a movie tonight. We're going to watch a movie tonight. That rain. That rain. I don't want to buy a car. I don't want to buy a car. Which restaurant did you eat at last night? Which restaurant did you eat at last night? They shout every hour. They shout every hour. Even though it's raining, I still go for a run. Even though it's raining, I still go for a run. Annie had a cold too. Annie had a cold too. Snowflakes are falling slowly from the sky. Snowflakes are falling slowly from the sky. The store is closed on Sundays. The store is closed on Sundays. Are we never illusionists? Are we never illusionists? Must be challenged. Must be challenged. My grandchildren are conductors. My grandchildren are conductors. Until tomorrow. Until tomorrow. We were washing. We were washing. Doesn't say much. Doesn't say much. A writer should write as he should breathe. A writer should write as he should breathe. You are always welcome. You are always welcome. The cat sleeps lazily. The cat sleeps lazily. Build, grow. Build, grow. Although the book is long, it is gripping. Although the book is long, it is gripping. I will use my brain. I will use my brain. Do you benefit? Do you benefit? You should wear it after 2 months. You should wear it after 2 months. Conclusion. Conclusion. Could you decide? Could you decide? Which school are you going to? Which school are you going to? Were our parents geographers? Were our parents geographers? We go to the mountains for hiking. We go to the mountains for hiking. Mary is our QA team. Mary is our QA team. Does it drop after one night? Does it drop after one night? In conclusion, I will learn a new language. I will learn a new language. Is my brother a conductor? Is my brother a conductor? This week is the second week of the sprint. This week is the second week of the sprint. I don't shoot at noon. I don't shoot at noon. They usually have lunch in the office cafeteria. They usually have lunch in the office cafeteria. Driving when tired. Driving when tired. Surrender. Surrender. I got a stupid stick, son. I got a stupid stick, son. Hi, John. Omar asked me the following question. What answer to him? Hi, John. Omar asked me the following question. What answer to him? There are 12 months in a year. There are 12 months in a year. Were their husbands stylists? Were their husbands stylists? He is watching a football match on TV. He is watching a football match on TV. Do you have any shopping cart? Do you have any shopping cart? If they don't go now, they'll be late. If they don't go now, they'll be late. I love you since 1980. I love you since 1980. We accept immediately. We accept immediately. The bar is open from 6 a.m. The bar is open from 6 a.m. Could not change often. Could not change often. I have a job interview tomorrow. I have a job interview tomorrow. Cannot normally decrease. Cannot normally decrease. Their husbands were stockbrokers. Their husbands were stockbrokers. Her stepdaughter is a golfer. Her stepdaughter is a golfer. They are dancing at the party. They are dancing at the party. Has your spouse collected donations? Has your spouse collected donations? Shouldn't you suggest? Shouldn't you suggest? My family is a shipper. My family is a shipper. I won't want to go home. I won't want to go home. The voice of the legendary singer was unique. The voice of the legendary singer was unique. You are the daily counselor. You are the daily counselor. Was her daughter a hydrologist? Was her daughter a hydrologist? I need to buy some bread. I need to buy some bread. John, what's your vendor ID you're talking about? John, what's your vendor ID you're talking about? Keep it up, Tommy. Keep it up, Tommy. We had been to that restaurant before. We had been to that restaurant before. The plant grew on its own without any help. The plant grew on its own without any help. The article discusses the benefits of exercise. The article discusses the benefits of exercise. Your brothers were merchants. Your brothers were merchants. The figure shows the data in a graph. The figure shows the data in a graph. After 5 nights, he can be a contractor. After 5 nights, he can be a contractor. We do not produce. We do not produce. He has enough talent to be successful in his career. He has enough talent to be successful in his career. He visited his friend in another city. He visited his friend in another city. Please don't be in a hurry. Please don't be in a hurry. He brushes his teeth twice a day. He brushes his teeth twice a day. He could have done engineering 5 months ago. He could have done engineering 5 months ago. He had studied medicine for years before becoming a doctor. He had studied medicine for years before becoming a doctor. Can't he beat? Can't he beat? The bakery had been baking bread since early morning, so everything was fresh when we arrived. The bakery had been baking bread since early morning, so everything was fresh when we arrived. Climate change is a major cause for concern. Climate change is a major cause for concern. I have to. We've been friends since college. We've been friends since college. I did some work last weekend. I'm going on a trip to Europe next month. You cannot contain. I bought a new phone last week. How many bikes are in the garage? In 5 years I will be teaching English in Japan. Get out of here. He will attend a conference next month. Did I do something wrong? We were not staying. The 10 Commandments are a really important part of Christianity. When I have enough money, I will buy a new phone. He visited his grandparents last weekend. He was born on September 10th. I am studying for my English exam. The crowd laughed at the lawyer's late arrival. They still need to finish their project before the deadline. Can I be a sociologist from time to time? Did you walk? I am going to the garden. You can't smoke here. He could kiss every month. The problem was caused by the lack of communication. Borrow. I will tell John. The bird's nest is in the tree. Are you coming with me? I found out why. Shall we go try on some sleeping bags? I want to ask a lot of questions. Relationships with animals come naturally to some people. Were their wives shoemakers? Is your grandson a potter? He joined a theater group to act. I'm having a great time with my friends and family. Which day? He usually takes a shower before going to bed. Both parties must be willing to work together. I will have completed my diploma by the end of the year. Your uncle was a nutritionist. I've already seen the sunrise. For the situation is beyond the limits of human discipline. Will it be cold at 3 p.m.? Will it be cold at 3 p.m.? I am getting more and more tired day by day. I am getting more and more tired day by day. It should have been after 5 nights. It should have been after 5 nights. Could you please tell me the time? Could you please tell me the time? My nephew is a musician. My nephew is a musician. He often goes jogging in the park. He often goes jogging in the park. If he's late, we'll start without him. If he's late, we'll start without him. Where do you live? Where do you live? Should it be removed? Should it be removed? We're throwing a party this weekend. We're throwing a party this weekend. What is he doing? What is he doing? They can be librarians at noon. They can be librarians at noon. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure I agree. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure I agree. Is he taking a step? Is he taking a step? Let me know if you want to go to the airport. Let me know if you want to go to the airport. Do we have to forget? Do we have to forget? This product is currently on pre-order. This product is currently on pre-order. A driver was sleeping in the car. A driver was sleeping in the car. I shouldn't do the occasional pathologist. I shouldn't do the occasional pathologist. I took a nap and felt refreshed as a result. I took a nap and felt refreshed as a result. He had his kitchen renovated by a professional contractor. He had his kitchen renovated by a professional contractor. The team did not win the championship. The team did not win the championship. We've known about the party for weeks. We've known about the party for weeks. Who is Maria? Who is Maria? Would they not extend? Would they not extend? The pianist was very talented. The pianist was very talented. Please lie down and relax, the doctor will be with you shortly. Please lie down and relax, the doctor will be with you shortly. He writes in his diary every night. He writes in his diary every night. I am a student and want to improve my grades. I am a student and want to improve my grades. Shouldn't sing normally. Shouldn't sing normally. He read the newspaper every morning. He read the newspaper every morning. 4. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. 4. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. The legacy of his service to his country will always be remembered. The legacy of his service to his country will always be remembered. I will start a new career. I will start a new career. My brother was a consultant. My brother was a consultant. Can I leave the room, please? Can I leave the room, please? I can be mayor by noon. I can be mayor by noon. Can't you rarely be an undertaker? Can't you rarely be an undertaker? He goes to the market on his bike. He goes to the market on his bike. How much is it per night? How much is it per night? I could run. I could run. John is my friend. John is my friend. In conclusion, the data support our hypothesis. In conclusion, the data support our hypothesis. I can run. I can run. My office is in front of the mall. My office is in front of the mall. She started a fitness challenge to motivate herself. She started a fitness challenge to motivate herself. Shouldn't it always fly? Shouldn't it always fly? Are you trying to say what your criteria are? Are you trying to say what your criteria are? They are swimming in the pool. They are swimming in the pool. Because you don't know. Because you don't know. Tony, shall we play hide and seek with you? Tony, shall we play hide and seek with you? They argued over the little things, so they decided to seek couples therapy. They argued over the little things, so they decided to seek couples therapy. Basketball players will practice shooting for hours. Basketball players will practice shooting for hours. He will start his own business in the near future. He will start his own business in the near future. Where can I find the payment line? Where can I find the payment line? Does it have to appear? Does it have to appear? The clock is ticking slowly. The clock is ticking slowly. Inside. Inside. Am I a night watchman right now? Am I a night watchman right now? Should not say at noon. Should not say at noon. Annually will not appreciate. Annually will not appreciate. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. One, I have a couple of dies. One, I have a couple of dies. The laundry load needs to be folded. The laundry load needs to be folded. I have plans and goals. I have plans and goals. Was my stepbrother an investor? Was my stepbrother an investor? Mostly. Mostly. Are their cousins marketers? Are their cousins marketers? This is a short story. This is a short story. Is there any discount if I buy these products in wholesale? Is there any discount if I buy these products in wholesale? Will publish. Will publish. Do you have a loyalty card? Do you have a loyalty card? Always belong to someone else. Always belong to someone else. I'm not a weekly ecologist. I'm not a weekly ecologist. Become a receptionist after 2 days. Become a receptionist after 2 days. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Shouldn't bother. Shouldn't bother. We always run away. We always run away. I am very pleased. I am very pleased. What time do you come to school in the morning? What time do you come to school in the morning? The store is open until 9 p.m. The store is open until 9 p.m. Despite his busy schedule, he always makes time for his family. Despite his busy schedule, he always makes time for his family. Did he get a sheriff every month? Did he get a sheriff every month? Ready immediately. Ready immediately. We were off next year. We were off next year. He's going to cook for us tonight. He's going to cook for us tonight. Will you go to the school? Will you go to the school? Should advance at sunrise. Should advance at sunrise. Flawless. Flawless. Does not take a step. Does not take a step. So how did you two become roommates? So how did you two become roommates? They visited a museum over the weekend. They visited a museum over the weekend. I think so too. I think so too. Can it suffer every year? Can it suffer every year? Will you remember soon? Will you remember soon? Can you pass me a napkin? Can you pass me a napkin? We didn't touch at dawn. We didn't touch at dawn. The photo was posted on social media. The photo was posted on social media. This necklace is worthless. This necklace is worthless. Can you speak slower, please? Can you speak slower, please? They live in a small town and enjoy the peace. They live in a small town and enjoy the peace. How much does a gallon of milk cost? How much does a gallon of milk cost? Can you burn? Can you burn? Shouldn't you be connecting? Shouldn't you be connecting? The color of the sky changes throughout the day. The color of the sky changes throughout the day. Measurement. Measurement. I don't think the government is necessarily the best source of information. I don't think the government is necessarily the best source of information. Can you talk about the afternoon? Can you talk about the afternoon? Let me know if you want to come to the party. Let me know if you want to come to the party. To practice. To practice. If it snowed, we would make a snowman. If it snowed, we would make a snowman. Struggle. Struggle. Can you tell me where the prepackaged meals are? Can you tell me where the prepackaged meals are? Our children are illusionists. Our children are illusionists. I will keep trying until I succeed. I will keep trying until I succeed. They said we won the match yesterday. They said we won the match yesterday. We were waiting for the concert to start. We were waiting for the concert to start. Will they be babysitting every 2 weeks? Will they be babysitting every 2 weeks? He caught himself daydreaming during class. He caught himself daydreaming during class. The shop is far from my house. The shop is far from my house. Was his grandfather an ambassador? Was his grandfather an ambassador? Why did you just say to me? Why did you just say to me? Can I use coupons for this purchase? Can I use coupons for this purchase? Ambitious. Ambitious. A driver fell asleep in the vehicle. A driver fell asleep in the vehicle. Hi John, who can help us with John's request? Hi John, who can help us with John's request? Were his grandchildren butchers? Were his grandchildren butchers? They have to return the borrowed books to the library. They have to return the borrowed books to the library. In 10 years I will be living in Australia. In 10 years I will be living in Australia. Didn't tile before? Didn't tile before? You shouldn't be a therapist after the 4th century. You shouldn't be a therapist after the 4th century. I have 2 sons and my eldest son's name is Tommy. This car is his. I have 2 sons and my eldest son's name is Tommy. This car is his. Will they be able to finalize it? Will they be able to finalize it? We had been driving for hours when we realized we were lost. We had been driving for hours when we realized we were lost. We went to the beach last summer. We went to the beach last summer. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? I'll probably look into their eyes when I talk to them. I'll probably look into their eyes when I talk to them. Not focused soon? Not focused soon? I can go to the concert tonight. I can go to the concert tonight. He learned to play the guitar. He learned to play the guitar. We pride ourselves on being a local business. We pride ourselves on being a local business. Too crowded. Too crowded. Should he be a locksmith at night? Should he be a locksmith at night? I'll open the door and see what's going on. I'll open the door and see what's going on. Things. Things. Have I blocked it now? Have I blocked it now? The doctor gave medicine to relieve the patient's pain. The doctor gave medicine to relieve the patient's pain. Next year we will build our new house. Next year we will build our new house. Can I use my smart card for contactless payments? Can I use my smart card for contactless payments? Become botanists bi-weekly? Become botanists bi-weekly? Aren't you a firefighter 4 centuries later? Aren't you a firefighter 4 centuries later? They can dance very well. They can dance very well. She started learning to cook a month ago. She started learning to cook a month ago. He won't talk to her until he apologizes. He won't talk to her until he apologizes. Are you going to the concert on Friday? Are you going to the concert on Friday? We will not swing at noon. We will not swing at noon. The international system is based on the principle of sovereign states. The international system is based on the principle of sovereign states. Where will you do it? Where will you do it? Can you be a pharmacist at dusk? Can you be a pharmacist at dusk? Let me know if you need any help. Let me know if you need any help. Would never accept. Would never accept. My smartphone is more advanced than yours. My smartphone is more advanced than yours. They are locked. They are locked. The book was borrowed from the library. The book was borrowed from the library. He told me, I don't like spicy food. He told me, I don't like spicy food. They laughed at themselves for a stupid mistake. They laughed at themselves for a stupid mistake. Can't help. Can't help. We like to walk in the park. We like to walk in the park. They can read books in different languages. They can read books in different languages. We cannot escape. We cannot escape. How many trees are in the park? How many trees are in the park? Raspberry. Raspberry. Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor? Was our son a barista? Was our son a barista? Shouldn't you remove it after 2 nights? Shouldn't you remove it after 2 nights? His mother is a dermatologist. His mother is a dermatologist. Threatening monthly. Threatening monthly. Your father was a masseuse. Your father was a masseuse. We visited the museum many times. We visited the museum many times.